Good morning, everyone. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader. It's 9:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, October 7th, 2021. This isn't financial advice, it's educational. Click the subscribe and the bell to be notified of these videos when they come out. Click the thumbs up and share the video. We're here to talk about the Origin protocol. The ticker is OGN. Intraday updates are on that Twitter link below the video, if you dare. In the meantime, Origin US dollar, we're actually doing pretty good. We're making our way back up, but we've hit a little bit of resistance, a lot to do with the Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin's blast off to Mars. But in the meantime, we are at 91 cents and trying to get back over this area here. Now, what's interesting to me that I'm starting to see here is that it looks like we are looking at a potential head and shoulders pattern. And the head and shoulders pattern, as soon as I get to learn how to use this tool a little bit better, there's a shoulder over there. And we have the head, which is down here, and then we also have what's called the right shoulder. So this is what's called an inverted head and shoulders, right? Because it's upside down. I'm not sure that this is the pattern that we're forming, but let's all understand one thing. In patterns, generally speaking, if this is truly an inverted head and shoulders, and we do start forming another shoulder here, this could resolve us back to the height of that where the first shoulder started. So as you can see, we drop down here, we could be having another drop down here, and then we could be up as high as 140. So with anything, it's anyone's game here. It's not to say that this is happening, but it's starting to look like it based on the price action we're seeing. Now, in the meantime, let's just take a look at what, without the inverted head and shoulders, I think we just need to get over this line. It's 92 cents. But again, a lot of altcoins are kind of on the sideways course right now, sideways to slightly down, just given the fact that Bitcoin was up. Now, let's look over at the Origin Bitcoin pair, also under pressure here. But again, to be expected, just given the amount of volatility on the way up in terms of both the dominance pair and Bitcoin. Now let's take a look here. So I think we're going to be grounded at like 1557 with an upside resistance line of 1838. Now over to Bitcoin, which is really creating a little bit of what we all kind of expected was that Bitcoin would really shoot up here, and it did. But now the question is, where do we start settling? I think we're going to start settling now. We have to keep monitoring this throughout the day. If we start to settle this out, then I think we're going to slowly go on our trek to 58,000. And so that longer term move higher is better for Bitcoin because it gives, it's better for altcoins because it gives altcoins time to digest the move. Why? Well, look, there's been a huge amount of institutional buying that was going on. So between a couple of days ago, actually, when we did the video, we had a monster move. And even after that, we continued to go up dramatically. Since then, we've pulled back, which is kind of good for altcoins. Bitcoin didn't really go down too much. It's kind of like sideways, to be honest, at this point. So we're going to have to keep our eyes on this. But in the meantime, Bitcoin's over 53,000 and change. Origin, I think, will be range bound for the moment until we get through this. But again, I'm looking at a pattern here that could be very, very, if we see kind of it's like a diagonal inverted head and shoulders, which means it might not go all the way up to 140, but realistically, it could go up to, pretty much. I'm going to draw it right here. So it would probably be looking something like this, right? So around 128 or so. Because again, it's kind of a downward sloping inverted head and shoulders, and that's how these work. So keep your eye on this pattern. I'd love to see this thing play out. But in the meantime, I'm out. We'll catch up tomorrow. Bye.